How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're continuing with our Oblivion Remastered Platinum journey by completing the Thieves Guild questline. In the video I'll go over how to join the guild and the special items you can get from the guild. Unlike the other ones, there's only 3 unique items that you can get, completely different to the Mages Guild, which we covered in the last video, so check that bad boy out if you haven't already. I would also recommend completing the Mages Guild first before you do the Thieves Guild, just because it makes some of the quests a bit easier. But enough waffling, let's get into the video. So the way to join the guild, you're going to need to travel to anywhere in the Imperial City and read one of the wanted posters for the Grey Fox. Then head to anywhere that has peasants, so you're in luck. That's basically every single major city. I was in the Imperial Market District and spoke to a peasant there, but it may be easier to travel to the Imperial waterfront as there's more peasants roaming about there. Anyway, when you speak to the peasants, you'll need to ask them about the Grey Fox. If they like you enough, they'll tell you where you can find him. But if not, you just need to bribe them a bit to increase their disposition towards you. And then they'll tell you. They'll point you to the Imperial Waterfront District into this garden here. The person you need to meet won't arrive until midnight. I'd recommend waiting, but only until just before midnight. I waited until just after at 12:10, I think, and no one turned up. Yeah, so just wait until 11 something and wait for everyone to turn up. Once the Thieves Guild member is there, he will tell you that all 3 of you are competing for a place in the guild, and that you need to steal someone's diary. Talk to a peasant and they'll be able to tell you where he lives for a small bribe. Then head straight there. The woman you're against is very quick, so be sure to be even faster. If you can get there first and steal the diary, that's great, but if she gets there before you, all you have to do is pickpocket her before she gets back to the Thieves Guild member, and then return the diary yourself. Once you've returned the diary, you'll be accepted into the guild and receive your first trophy. To progress in the guild, you'll need to steal items and sell them to a fence. I'd recommend going to a blacksmith and stealing weapons and armour. That's how I was able to progress quite quickly. Let me know in the comments if there's anything better to steal and sell. Right, so the first special item you can get from the Thieves Guild is Hormir's Staff. During the quest Misdirection, you need to steal the staff from the Archmage's quarters. Fortunately for me, I had already completed the Mages Guild questline and was able to enter the Archmage's quarters without alarming anyone, and then just pick up the staff. Once the quest is finished and the Thieves Guild have put the staff back, you can return to the Archmage's quarters and pick up the staff for yourself. If you aren't the leader of the Mages Guild, you'll need to sell it to a fence and then buy it back so that the staff won't show as stolen. The staff comes with 10 points of frost damage on target, 30 seconds of light on target and 1% chameleon on target for 30 seconds. Next up, we have the Boots of Spring-Heel Jack. These are a quest item you need to find for the Grey Fox later in the guild. You find out that Spring-Heel Jack is in fact a vampire and you need to defeat him before taking the boots and giving them to the Grey Fox. They then get given back to you for the final mission, where you steal the Elder Scroll. Just as a reminder, make sure that you take a bow with you for that quest, because otherwise you won't be able to access the sewers because you need to fire the arrow into the keyhole. When you are escaping, you need to survive a high fall from the fireplace into the sewers. So they give you the boots so that you can survive the fall. But if you wear the boots for the fall, then they'll be destroyed, which is exactly what I done. However, you can keep the boots if you have a high enough acrobatic skill. You'll be able to survive the fall without wearing them. So the boots come with 50 points of Fortify Acrobatics, and they are worth 5,400 gold. So if you want to sell them or keep them, they're pretty decent. The final special item you receive is the Grey Cowl of Nocturnal. You get this for fully completing the Thieves Guild. Just don't do what I did and instantly equip it, because the guards will try and attack you because they think you're the Grey Fox. Wait until you're out of the castle at least. The cowl comes with 25 points of Fortify Sneak, 200 points of Feather on Self, and Detect Life of 120 feet. It's a pretty decent item. I think it will definitely work well for me as well, because I'm going to do the Dark Brotherhood next. That's it for the special items you can get. I'll just run through my thoughts on the guild and then get into the final trophy. Overall, I thought the Thieves Guild was great. I definitely think the one in Skyrim is better. I won't ruin the ending for the one in Oblivion just in case you haven't finished it, but the reveal was cool. I just think the storyline in the one in Skyrim is just so much better. I found myself confused a lot with the quests in this one as well. It's most likely just a skill issue on my part, but I don't know, maybe the stealth was just a bit more difficult in this. I definitely think the items you get in Skyrim are much better than Oblivion though. You only get 3, and then even then, one of those is meant to break and not be kept. Whereas in Skyrim, you get countless stealth items, and you can get the skeleton key as well. I know you have to give it back at the end of the quest line, but you can just not complete it and just keep it. It was good, but just underwhelming compared to Skyrim really. Anyway, that's the final trophy for the guild. We only have one more left, and that's the Dark Brotherhood, and then it's onto the main story, and finally getting our hands on the Platinum trophy. If you've enjoyed the video, a like would be amazing. If you wanted to subscribe, that's even better. Have a great day. Safe.